Hi guys, welcome to my channel, Mezmereyez by Tonoi. I'm Markeisha Tonoi, and today I just have a super quick video on how I do my everyday foundation. So this is it. This is just how I do my foundation if I don't really have any plans and I don't want to completely look natural. So it's also how I do my everyday highlight. I didn't do it as dramatic, but it's the same steps, just sometimes I put a lot more color. But anyways, if you like what you see, go ahead and stay tuned. Thank you. Bye.
Okay guys, so I'm going to start off with my NYX Cosmetics foundation and concealer palette. This is the second version, so make sure you don't get the first. I'm going in with this orangey color. I'm going to use this color as my color corrector. So I'm just getting my concealer brush and I'm going to really get in those cracks and crevices under my eye and just really pack that color on there. Just because I like that fresh, youthful look, especially if I'm not wearing a lot of foundation or any eyeshadow, which I'm not in this look. So I prefer to have that youthful look, basically. So I'm going to put it on my cheeks, put it on my mustache and my chin, and just really get in there. Anything that's dark, you just want to kind of conceal. So now I just have my beauty sponge, and then I'm just kind of blending it over. And it's going to look silly, but obviously we're putting foundation on top of it, so don't even worry about it. So with your beauty sponge, you want to just make sure it's damp and really get in there and blend away. So it's always the hardest to blend under your eyes, so you want to really make sure you're blending it because that's where it creases the most. And then you can see the eyeshadow, you could see the foundation if it's not blended. So sometimes I go in with my fingers and go ahead and double check that it's completely pressed in the skin, just so it's one even flat look. Okay, so now I'm going to get my Iman Cosmetics, and this color is Clay 5. And this is a foundation. This foundation is called Second to None Cream to Powder. So I'm just going to apply this all over my face. Just really get in there and apply it everywhere. This used to be my go-to foundation. This is the first foundation besides Maybelline that didn't match my skin. This is the first foundation that I wore. I went to Ulta when I bought it, and it was the best thing ever because it was the first line I found for African American skin by someone that was African. So I just love it. The undertones are orange, so they match me perfectly. I just love it. It just melts in my skin. So yeah, anyways, I'm just going to just blend away. So I just blend at the bottom of my face. Make sure you're getting under the eye really good. Like I said, that's where it creases the fastest, or the most, I should say. So you want to make sure the color is really in there. It's also best to use your hands because your hands are naturally warmer. So when there's heat, it kind of melts the foundation, so it makes the foundation glide a little bit better. So you'll see me throughout the video using my hands back and forth. So I just use the same sponge and I just blend the top of my head. And when you're just wearing foundation and not a lot of other things, you want to really make sure your foundation is blended in good, just because that's the only thing you have on, and you want it to stand out in a good way, not a bad way. Another thing is make sure you put the foundation over your eyelids if you're not going to be wearing mascara, because sometimes, eyeshadow. Sometimes you can look a little sick if you're not putting the foundation on, just because your eyelids have the reddish color in them, and then it looks a little crazy. So right now I'm just brushing up my brows because I messed them up a little bit, and they're still a little messed up. I'm sure you guys can see that. At the end of this video, I correct it though. So now I'm going in with my Nars All Day Luminous foundation, and with this stuff, it's the holy grail. This stuff is amazing. A little goes a long way. You saw I just put 3 or 4 pumps on, and then I just kind of blend it on top, and you can see my face now already. It's giving that airbrush look to it. Love this stuff. Seriously, my favorite foundation right now. So I'm just blending it in really good, just concealing everything. And you see we covered all the orange, and now my face is obviously not orange. So now we're going in with my LA Girl Pro Conceal in the color Fawn. And then we're just going to start the highlighting process. So I just put it on under my eyes, on my nose, on my chin, on my cheeks, and then my cupid's bow, my forehead, just everywhere basically where the sun naturally hits your skin. So then I'm going in with my fingers again, and I'm just going to kind of blend it out a little bit, and then I'll fix it later, but I just want to blend it out with my fingers just to warm it up like I mentioned earlier. So now I'm going in with the same sponge, and I'm just kind of making sure everything's blended out. Just blending it all out. So down my nose, I'm blending that color in on my forehead, and just blend, blend, blend. Sometimes it takes forever and my finger hurts, but I promise at the end it's worth it. So just blending out the color in my chin, and then down the side of my face, blending, blending, blending. I wish I could blend this fast. Obviously I sped this up, but I wish I could blend this fast. Makeup would be done like seriously in 5 minutes. Okay, so now that I'm done blending it, you can tell my face is a little light and crazy, but it's okay. It's gonna get lighter and crazier. So now I'm going in with my Nye Powder, and this color is Camel. I know everyone uses the banana powder. I feel like that's way too light for me. So this color is perfect. It gives me that perfect yellow tint, but not too canary yellow. I don't know. I like that it has a little bit of golden color in it and not just pure yellow. So go ahead and draw on your war paint. This part's always fun because it looks the silliest. And you're just going to let it sit. So this is what we call caking or baking. So now I'm going in with my Makeup Forever eyeshadow, and I actually use this color to contour. So I'm just getting a small angled brush, and then I'm just going to contour it on my cheeks, on my jawline, and then I kind of contour going up toward my smile, toward the apples of my cheek, I should say, to make my smile look bigger. I don't know. I just like to do it that way. Sorry, my camera turned. I don't know what happened, but I look super yellow in this scene. But anyway, so I just go on my forehead and do the same thing using the same color, and I go back in a few times to darken it. Now I'm doing the side of my nose, and I just get a small eyeshadow brush and just go down the side of both sides of my nose with the color. And then I go in with like my crease blending brush, and then I just go ahead and blend that in really good. And this is my contour brush for my eyeshadow, and it usually always has brown on. I know this is so gross, I shouldn't be saying it, but I use the same brush because it has the same color on, and it gives me that perfect shade. But I do wash my brushes, I promise, I'm not dirty. So I'm just going ahead and blending it in, and then I like to blend it into my eyeshadow area just because it looks more natural. So now I'm going in and I'm going to dust off the excess powder to make it blend in my skin. And like I said, I know I look silly. It's super orangey, yellowish right now, but we're so not done. It's gonna all come together, I promise. So I just get a big fluffy brush and just blend it all out. Just blend it all out. And you can see my color is starting to come back into my face. And then I go in with my matte gold deposit, and this is where I start my highlighting process. So right now I just get a fluffy brush, and then I just put a little bit on my cheeks, well I guess above my cheekbone, and then I go with my Makeup Forever Pro Sculpting Duo, and I do the same with the lighter color. I put it on my above my eyebrow a little bit just to give like a hint of color. I don't like that halo look when girls use like the white to, I don't know, over their eye. I don't know, it just looks weird. Anyway, so I'm going back in, and then I'm just going to put that on top of my matte gold deposit, and then I'm just going to blend it out. A little goes a long way with this stuff. And then I'm just putting some on my nose, and then I'm just going to go up and down my nose and then blend that out as well. But like I was saying, a little goes a long way. If your brush is not super clean or you get too much, it's not that spreadable. So be careful when you're going in to put it on, because if you just sit it in one spot instead of dusting it, it's going to mess up the whole look. So now I'm going back in with that same palette, but I'm using the darker color, and I'm just going over my contour color. So that color is like a bronzer. It has a tiny bit of shimmer or shine in it, and I just go in and just darken the contour. So now I'm going in with the NYX Cosmetics Glamorous blush, and I'm just going to mix those two blush colors to get me my blush for the day. This is my everyday makeup look, so I want it to look super natural. I barely want it to look noticeable at all. So I'm just going to blend that in really good. And then once it's all blended on my cheeks, I just go over my whole face with it. And then just slowly go from there. So right now I'm slowly refixing my eyebrows because they're a hot mess. You could see I didn't color them in correctly. So I'm just slowly fixing that. But that's it, everyone. I hope you like this look. This is how I achieve, like I said, my everyday look. If you guys want more information, just leave it in the comment section below and I will try to respond. And also you can request videos as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please remember to comment, like, and subscribe. And stay tuned for my next video. Thank you guys. Bye-bye.